Today with this grandmother, you will learn about how to improve communication and understanding in relationships. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. We will explore important aspects of human psychology, how men can learn to better understand the emotions and needs of their partners, and how to build a relationship based on respect and empathy. Mutual understanding is essential in any relationship, and the key to achieving it lies in the ability to listen and truly understand what the other needs. Men often have the tendency to want to solve problems immediately, but many times, what women really need is to be listened to, not necessarily to receive a solution. This simple act of paying attention and validating the emotions of the other is more powerful than people think. Communication is not only about talking but also about being present during important moments, being sensitive to your partner's emotions, and being able to express your own feelings honestly and openly. Sometimes, the true connection in a relationship comes from the simplest moments, from the small everyday actions that show love and respect, such as a gesture of tenderness or a sincere acknowledgement. Human psychology teaches us that people are not perfect and that our emotional needs are varied. A mature man must learn to recognize these differences and not expect his partner to be exactly like him in everything. Mutual respect stems from the acceptance of these differences and from the willingness to adapt and grow together. This requires patience, but also a deep commitment to understanding what the other truly feels and needs. In a healthy relationship, both partners must feel valued and supported, and this can only be achieved when both make an effort to communicate effectively, without judgment, without pressure, and with much respect. Empathy, on the other hand, is the foundation for resolving conflicts constructively. You won't always agree on everything, and that's okay. The important thing is to be able to discuss differences respectfully, without insults or defensive behavior. Being able to see the other person's point of view, even if you don't always agree, is what keeps the relationship strong and balanced. Emotional maturity also plays a crucial role. A man who has learned to manage his emotions, who is aware of his own feelings and how they can influence the relationship, has a significant advantage. It's not about being perfect, but about being aware of how your actions and words affect the other and taking responsibility for them. In the end, the most successful relationships are those in which both partners feel free to be themselves, where they can share their thoughts and emotions without fear of being judged, and where love and respect are the foundation of everything. Without communication, without empathy, and without mutual respect, relationships cannot thrive. But when both partners are committed to working on these aspects, they can create a stronger, more enduring bond, full of understanding, love, and support. One of the keys to a lasting and fulfilling relationship is the constant work on mutual understanding. No one changes overnight, but when there is a genuine effort to improve the way we communicate and understand each other, the rewards of that work are invaluable. It's important to remember that women, just like men, have expectations and dreams, and their desire to be understood is no different from yours. The small things that we sometimes consider insignificant, such as a sincere compliment, a gesture of support during difficult times, or simply recognizing your partner's daily efforts, are what truly solidify a strong relationship. Understanding your partner's emotions also means being able to handle your own emotions in a mature way. Stay until the end and discover the most important lesson only a grandmother can teach you. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. A man who is not afraid to express his feelings openly, who understands the importance of being vulnerable and honest, creates a space where the woman feels safe to do the same. Trust is built when both partners feel comfortable being authentic, without fear of criticism or being misunderstood. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength that allows both people to connect on a deeper level. Another fundamental aspect is respecting each partner's individuality. Each person has their own space, their own goals, and their own identity. While a relationship can be a team, each member remains an individual with their own desires and needs. It's important to allow space for both partners to grow individually, without the pressure of being everything to each other. Respecting your partner's independence doesn't mean distance. It's a way of valuing the time and space each person needs to be a better version of themselves. It is this independence that makes the relationship richer because, when coming back together after personal time, each person has something new to offer, something new to share. Moreover, the process of learning in a relationship never ends. As the years go by, circumstances change, people change, and what worked before might not be effective now. Adaptability is key. A man who strives to learn about his partner, who is willing to listen to her needs and respond to them, is a man building a solid relationship. This requires flexibility, willingness to change, and the ability to make sacrifices when necessary. In a relationship, not everything should revolve around one's own wants. It's a balance between giving and receiving, between listening and speaking. Women, like any human being, need to feel valued for who they are, not just for what they do or what they can offer the relationship. It's crucial to remember that relationships shouldn't be based on rigid expectations or external pressures. Love should not feel like an obligation but as a daily choice, a commitment to care for and support each other, even during the toughest times. A deep understanding of your partner's values, needs, and desires strengthens not only the relationship but also the happiness of both. A man who understands this, who is patient and respectful, who is not afraid to be vulnerable, and who values his partner entirely, has all the tools to build a relationship that is true, deep, and lasting. The importance of patience cannot be underestimated. In relationships, as in life itself, things don't always follow a straight path. There will be moments of conflict, discomfort, and frustration, but it is in these moments where true understanding and mutual respect can make all the difference. A man who can remain calm during disagreements, who knows when to step back and listen, is a man who demonstrates emotional maturity and a willingness to improve. Relationships are not perfect, but conscious efforts to improve communication and resolve issues constructively are what truly help a couple grow together. And this brings us to a fundamental principle. Listening is not the same as hearing. Often we think we are listening when, in reality, we are just waiting for our turn to speak. To truly understand your partner, you must listen actively, be present in the moment, and give them the necessary space to express their thoughts and emotions without interruptions or judgments. Active listening requires empathy, and empathy requires an open mind and heart that is not always easy to achieve, but it is essential for a successful relationship. When a woman feels heard and understood, she is more likely to feel valued and respected, which strengthens the bond between both partners. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this.